Want to write a business plan in just a fraction of the time? AI is changing the game, but the playing field is not even. We tested the top tools so you don't have to. Hey everyone, Elon here with LivePlan. AI can summarize data in seconds. It can write essays. It can even create videos from just a few words. So naturally, AI tools are promising to write your entire business plan too. But if you've used ChatGPT, you know AI makes mistakes, can invent facts, and provide outdated information. So that's exactly why we tested the most popular AI business plan writers to see which ones actually help and which ones you should avoid. Let's start with LivePlan. Full disclosure, I work for LivePlan, but I also use it constantly with a local nonprofit I'm involved with. What makes LivePlan different is it's not just another AI writing tool. It's a complete business planning platform that uses AI to make planning easier and faster. The AI assistant guides you through each step, making you really think about your business idea. I could put in minimal details or go all in, and the output was always well written and accurate. I used LivePlan's plan feature and typed in a few lines about my business idea. AI then took those words and helped me create a compelling headline, define my problem and solution, and even suggest target markets I hadn't considered. It could even help polish my writing with different tones. Maybe the best thing is how quickly you can integrate your AI-assisted work into your manual work, like your financial forecasts, where our LivePlan suggests different revenue streams that I hadn't thought of. If you already have market research but want AI to help write an executive summary, LivePlan seamlessly connects everything together. Now, ChatGPT is incredibly versatile, but using it for business planning is not as straightforward as you might think. If you just ask ChatGPT to write a business plan, you'll get a pretty basic outline. But if you know how to guide it with the right prompts, it can actually help create something useful. But here's the catch. You need to really understand your business idea first. ChatGPT treats a business plan and a list of restaurants to try on a vacation in exactly the same way. It doesn't understand that you're a real business owner running a real business. I had to be super specific with my prompts, and I did a ton of follow-ups and editing to make it understand what I wanted out of it. The paid version is especially good at generating ideas. When I was stuck on what expenses to include, it gave me a solid list, but sometimes it suggested things that didn't make sense, like renting bigger office space when my organization was clearly keeping headcount steady. You just can't trust the numbers or the market data it gives you. Even with the latest version, you'll need to do your own research and use other tools for financial forecasts. So it gives me an executive summary where it appears to have the things that you would need in your actual summary, but not in any format that a lender would understand. There's still a lot more work to do here. Same with the market analysis. Does it understand the demand in Eugene, Oregon? Probably not. There's a lot of follow-up work here to do where you feed it your own market research. Because again, ChatGPT is not getting local insight into your specific situation. It's just drawing on everything that's available on the internet. And is that information good? Is it accurate? That's especially true with the financial section, where it might tell you what your startup costs are, and if you refine the plan, it can even show you what your startup costs are. But again, look at this. I mean, where is it coming up with these numbers? If I went to a bank and they asked me, where did I get this data for membership revenue in year 2? I wouldn't know. I would have to say, I got this from ChatGPT, and that's not a position you want to put yourself in with a lender or investor. But if you don't mind the extra work, ChatGPT can be a helpful brainstorming partner. Next up is Venture Planner. Venture Planner was my favorite of the fully AI-driven tools. Unlike other tools that just feel like ChatGPT with a different look, this actually brings something new to the table. It includes the step-by-step planning process with AI that asks some thoughtful questions and provides helpful examples along the way. The writing is pretty generic, but it gives you a solid foundation to build on. These solution statements sound pretty solid, maybe a little bit generic, but it definitely at least gives you a good starting point. Although I would say that the problem statements are just incredibly generic. It doesn't know that in my market, Eugene, Oregon, there are a lot of convenient locations for quick and satisfying lunch. So I'm not sure where this came from and how accurate it is. I would still be needing to do a decent amount of fine-tuning here for my plan. The main limitation is you're pretty much stuck with whatever the AI writes. It creates these short multiple choice options for you to select, but there's really no way to ask it to generate new new ideas beyond that or rewrite sections differently. And you have to complete each section in a specific order, which is pretty frustrating. I mean, sometimes you want to work on your marketing section before you've finished with your executive summary, you know? So this is really focused on first-time entrepreneurs who need lots of guidance, but experienced business owners might just find it too limiting. Next up is IdeaBuddy. Now, IdeaBuddy is focused on helping you explore and develop your business idea, but unfortunately the AI part feels disappointing. Unlike LivePlan or Venture Planner, where AI is deeply integrated, IdeaBuddy's AI Buddy feels like an afterthought. You can only use it a limited number of times, and when you do get AI-generated content, it just feels like generic advice. It says diversify your revenue streams by offering complementary products or services. Like, sure, of course, explore partnerships with local businesses. Yeah, I would have thought of that myself. Offer catering services, offer gift cards. Again, that's not anything that really helps me plan better than I would have if I were to just Google something, how to start a coffee shop. Again, these are all just generic options that I probably could have gotten from a quick Google search, or if I had taken the time to start preparing a coffee shop business, I probably would have already known. I don't think any of this information is beyond what an aspiring business owner would come up with on their own or with just a minute of research. The financial section actually impressed me. It's almost as easy to use as LivePlan's forecasting tool. But again, the AI prompts here are just really basic, and you can't connect any of your information to accounting software like QuickBooks. So updating these numbers over time would be pretty time consuming. Next up is Upmetrics. Upmetrics offers business plan writing, forecasting, pitch deck creation, sample plans, and video tutorials, but honestly, most of these features fall pretty flat. The plan creation process is quick, and AI immediately starts generating content. But you can't tell the AI to adjust parts of its output based on what it wrote the first time. You literally have to just try again, all from scratch. And honestly, when you do get that output, you can't really tell what it changed from the first time or why it's making the decisions that it's making. You just have to accept it. But it gave me basically a slightly different version of almost exactly the same thing. No matter what tone or length adjustments I asked for, nothing really changed. And the entire forecasting experience is extremely complex. It's almost enough to make you want to pull your hair out. The process looks nothing like creating a normal financial statement. It has all these breakdown lines, and it asks you to forecast with AI, but you don't really understand what it's doing, and there's not much ability to kind of manually adjust what you see it doing. Upmetrics basically tries to do everything, but it doesn't do anything particularly well. There are plenty of other AI business plan writing tools out there, but the drop-off starts pretty quick. VentureKit is a tool that promises to create your entire business plan with just one click, and the AI does write pretty well, but there's a big problem. AI basically makes up most of that information. It'll create market research that looks real, complete with specific numbers and data, but it's really all just placeholder text that you're supposed to replace, so what value is that really? Then there are related tools from companies like Grammarly, which do other things but have incorporated business planning into their system. Grammarly's business plan generator asks just 4 basic questions and tries to create a whole plan from that, but it completely skips financial projections. It feels like they're just testing AI features rather than creating a serious business planning tool. Then there are true bottom of the barrel tools, ones like 15minuteplan.ai. A lot of these tools feel really sketchy from the start, and honestly, it feels like they're just trying to capitalize off the AI boom. After answering about 30 questions, I got a poorly formatted document that's far worse than anything I could get from ChatGPT. So there you have it, our ranking of the top AI business plan writing tools. Here's the key takeaway. AI tools can be incredibly helpful, but it's crucial to maintain your voice and ensure the final plan reflects your vision and your strategy. Don't simply copy and paste AI-generated content without reviewing it. No AI tool will create a plan that's ready to share with a bank or an investor without your edits and additions. Ready to start planning? Check out the links in the description for more resources to get the most out of AI. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.